Was Ianthe like, Happen for my sexual shenanigans? I need those shackles?
You're listening to Getting Fae'd. We,
Lukas,
Lea,
and Meike are reading A Court of Wings and Ruin for the very first time. Today we are reading chapters 8 and 9. Get Fae'd with us!
Woo! Meike,
Hello.
what's this?
what happened?
It's notes I have written on my computer.
Why? Why would you do
I'm
that?
such a cheat. But I broke my thumb last week, and I'm actually doing pretty well writing with my left hand because I'm a right-handed person. But it just felt like so much effort to write all my notes with my left hand. So I typed them.
Well, it's
and
okay.
it feels like I'm cheating. It
We
feels
forgive you.
weird. Thank you, but it
Yeah.
feels weird.
I'm not sure if I forgive you yet.
I feel like I'm holding a presentation in school.
I think it's interesting how small you printed them out.
Yeah,
I
Meike
don't
is-
think I would have been able to read them.
Meike has amazing eyes. Just like everything else is amazing.
about me.
her.
Yes.
Yeah.
You missed the most important part of that sentence, Lukas.
I'm under the weather.
What?
I'm in a food coma, was what I was trying to say.
It's
too
been
hot.
an hour.
Yes, and comas tend to be over during an hour.
Well, but a food coma usually.
Digestion.
We did some things. We put up the studio.
Yeah, never mind me. I have a question.
Yes.
I thought back to book 2 or maybe even 1 when Reese first transformed to his true form. Mm-hmm. And then we had this whole bit about why does he have talent feet?
Ah, the icky feet.
His
chicken
talents on
feet.
his feet.
Keep your feet to
Yeah,
yourself.
chicken feet. And I was wondering if Asriel and Cassian, as true Illyrians, always
no.
have talent feet.
Probably. But do they wear shoes? Or do they just have big claws?
We don't know.
Oh no.
I can honestly say I have never imagined their feet.
Neither have I, but I don't want to imagine Asriel with like clawed feet.
Maybe you have to. Maybe it's canon.
No.
Yes?
Who cares about canon, let's be honest.
Yeah, that was just a disturbing thought that popped into my head the other day.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for
You're
sharing it.
welcome,
It's very
yeah.
important, but I think I don't know. Now I'm thinking about them just wearing regular shoes and I don't like it either. I feel like they have to
Why?
wear combat boots.
Yeah, I mean, for me, that's a regular shoe. Like, a regular shoe in this context is a shoe that is not designed to house big
No
claws.
sandals.
Yeah, I'm thinking of dress shoes right now. You would wear to a suit, and I feel like that's not the vibe.
Why
They should.
would they wear dress
I don't know. That's just where my mind went to. And it's
Maybe-
just like,
They're
no.
warriors.
Yeah,
Maybe
it doesn't
they
fit.
wear Chucks.
I just imagine boots.
Converse.
Maybe they were Converse with claws pointing out, ripping the fabric of
It's kind of
time.
funny. No.
Do you have any idea what happened last episode? Like what this book
Yeah, that
series
was
is about?
my next question. No, I do not. It's been a couple of weeks now.
Maybe we should elaborate. Maybe Lea should tell us what happened last time.
Yeah, that sounds like a Lea kind of job.
They went to the wall again.
Who's they?
The royals.
I feel like a teacher now. I'm not holding the presentation. I'm grading the
Okay,
presentation.
so Miss Meike.
Kind of sounded like you said Miss Michael.
I feel like Miss Meike could be
That was so bad.
That was really bad.
Miss Meike could be a detective.
Miss Meike.
Oh,
like
kinda
Miss
Miss
Marple.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Marple. Miss Marvel.
But isn't Miss Marvel also a thingy? Like she
Yeah.
isn't a detective, but
She's not a detective.
it sounds like
She's
Miss
a
Marvel.
superhero.
Meike is all of the above, and she's Miss Meike.
A hero detective. Like Jessica Jones.
Yay!
Meike Moans.
That would be the 18 plus version.
So Miss Meike, it's the Highborn Royals, Brenna and...
Highburn.
I said Highburn.
You said highborn.
Oh.
I mean, they are highborn, but
I feel like I always call it Highborn. Like Highborn.
Highborn.
Highborn. I'm always surprised that there's an E instead of an O.
Yeah.
So in my mind it's just Highborn. Well, the Royals, Brenna and Dagden, the twins, they went to the wall together with Lucian and Feyre. Yes. To
And
inspect
Jurian.
another hole. Yes, Jurian is also there.
But keep on, yes, they inspected another
Yes,
hole.
and in that hole there were some humans. Mortals, children of the blessed. And they were like, oh, Fae people, we want to submit ourselves to us. No, to you. Please take us in. And the twins are like, oh, yum, yum. And Feyre and Jurian are like, oh, fuck. And then Feyre uses her powers and reaches through the hole in the wall and is like, go away, warn the others, flee this island. And they do. And then they just go on having the evening, sleeping. She has kind of a talk with Jurian.
Bonding.
Yeah,
over
it was
human
actually
shit,
kind of
yeah.
bonding. Like, honestly, if this was set up for, like, him switching sides, I could see it. That kind of
Maybe.
bonding happening. But then they wake up by the smell of blood because the twins have murdered the humans.
No.
So they cannot warn anyone. And they have
Nope.
been shredded. And
Yeah.
then they were not there. And Lucian and Feyre were like, we will retaliate. And that's the end. That was my brief summary.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. You used
You're
a lot of visuals and great vocabulary, and you were very friendly.
Nice. Shall we get into chapter 8 now?
Yes, chapter
Because my
8.
first note is Tamlin is a whiny little bitch.
Yeah, that is true, because the chapter starts with Tamlin having a fit. Because, and now this is really silly to say, Feyre and Lucian send the bog after B&D.
Amazing.
Honestly,
Iconic.
yeah.
Based.
Based.
Yeah.
Vibes.
So wild.
Amazing.
I feel like book 1 kind of totally missed the part of like selling us Brithian as like an alive thing. And then book 2 was like, oh, there's monsters and they're evil and wow, magic is a big thing. And now book 3 is kind of like, oh, the Naga, they have a clan and they plan stuff, and the bog is something you can just like find and then send after people.
And apparently it's alive after it was killed by Tamlin in book 1.
Maybe it comes back. Maybe it's like in Greek mythology where like monsters don't really die but
Did
go
he-
back to Tartarus.
Kill the bog?
We don't.
I
we-
thought
we-
he
we
killed the
assumed.
Suriel.
What?
What?
No, not the Suriel.
It's Naga.
Nah. What was that? What he was
Puka.
hunting?
No, he was hunting the bog. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
he was
sure.
hunting the bog.
When he came home with his wet shirt, bloodied
Yeah,
wet
Yeah,
shirt.
that was the
that was
bog.
bog
Oh,
time.
okay.
And we
Oh,
thought
yeah.
he killed it, but apparently he
Just chased it off.
didn't.
Maybe he chased it to like a border and then he couldn't follow anymore.
Yeah.
Because Amaranth, that's tough.
Yeah,
stuff.
maybe. Maybe he chased it into Summer Court.
Perhaps.
Mayhaps. I just found it very interesting that we're starting in medias res.
Yes.
I was like, ooh.
What?
In medias res, like we are thrown into the story and then later we learn what happened. And I was like, oh, writing.
I'm Lea. I have a master's degree in media studies and shit. I know big words.
That's why we're here to analyze this. I've learned this in my German Leistungskurs.
Yes.
I
So
didn't
did
know
I.
it. I'm the stupid one here. Go
Okay.
on.
Shame
That's
on
fine.
you. No, you're here to learn. Now you know what in medias res
No,
is.
you're not stupid anymore.
Okay.
Thank me.
Okay.
Thank you, Master Lea. Ooh.
You're welcome. Go on.
Anyways, Tamlin is not as amazed by what the two did, because he tries to hold on so dearly to this alliance to Hybern, and
Yeah.
Lucian and Feyre sending a monster after B&D, who are royalty in Hybern, does not send off a great message. And he's mostly angry with Lucian, which annoyed me, not only because I like Lucian and I don't want Tamlin to be angry with Lucian, but also because he's like, well, I expected better of you, which means he didn't expect better of Feyre, because Feyre is weak and a woman and she used to be mortal and blah, blah, blah. She has feelings and she can do that stuff, but Lucian, he shouldn't.
But also, Feyre is like, you did not expect better from me. Like, she feels just the same as you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Feyre does stand her ground here.
Yeah.
As she does a lot in these chapters, which is cool.
She not only stands her, I mean, she does stand her ground here, but she does it like with a purpose, like with a plan.
Right.
Like he's angry at them with a raised voice, and she's like, let's make sure everyone hears this.
She's like, wow, this is a version of Tamlin I know. And then when Tamlin sends Lucian out, she makes sure that she gets Tamlin to a point where he explodes. And she uses her words so well. I think she says like, I'm trying to like bring back the honor you lost when you hoard yourself
Yeah.
out to hibern.
Yeah.
And I think this is tickling something inside of Tamlin that he just cannot withhold. Like, he explodes like he did in book 2. He shatters the room, and this time Feyre does not shield herself and lets herself get hurt because everyone knows and witnesses it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, this is still abuse by Tamlin. And even though Feyre baited him into it, it's 100% his fault.
Yes,
like,
of
what
course.
the
Yeah.
fuck? Get a grip on your fucking emotions.
Absolutely.
Wild. But I do like how she uses it. And I really like the way it's described. She's like, and I made sure everyone could hear it. And
She even keeps herself from healing.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
the cuts are staying visible, even though they're like superficial. But everyone can see now what Tamlin
Not
is.
just everyone. Bronn and Hart.
yeah.
They're back.
They just become her best buddies. Because it's very fun. But also, side note, I think last episode, at least I was wondering, I don't know if you were sure what happened, but I was like, okay, did the twins just find what they needed and just fucked off? But they did return. So in that way, I guess the alliance is still up because they did return. They don't have another choice right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But they look rough.
And again, we don't know if the bog is alive or not. Well.
Well.
Then Feyre kind of ruins it by naming the scene A Portrait in Snares and Baiting. And I was like,
Bro.
yeah, girl, I get it. You're playing games. Like, I've read the last 7 chapters. I understand what you're doing. You don't have to explain to me every time again.
It was a cringe title.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then Rysand checks in, just quickly asks if she's all right. And I was really happy to like have Rysand back on the
Yeah,
page. I
that's
didn't
true.
notice that I was actually missing him. But I feel like I am. I was really like, yeah, hey, he's okay. And I like how they talk to each other. Like how Feyre is, I think, trying to downplay it a little and how she's all witty and funny and makes jokes about the situation. And Rysand's just like, he's not overprotective, but he's like, I don't like that you have to get hurt to fulfill this plan. Because like what you said, Tamlin is being abusive. Feyre
Yeah.
is using this for her advantage, but he is still being abusive.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to disagree with you, but when he said he isn't overprotective, I think his words are, I should kill him for laying hands on you.
Yeah.
Like he's like,
Yeah, I guess.
But also, I think what takes me out is when they just start sending images towards each other.
They're sexting again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's just-
it starts with her like sending out a picture or an image of her like pointing at her tongue at him and like kind of blowing raspberries or whatever. It's like it's so random.
yeah.
I really am behind this like exchanging words and feelings, but as soon as it gets to pictures, I kind of am out. But I think it's important here, like her wounds are still not healing. It's like alarms starting to go off. Maybe what is happening?
Yeah, I think she later mentions she's using like basically all her power to keep her shield up, which then like sort of dulls her other powers, which sounds like, well, maybe you, I don't know, like keeping a shield up is good, but you should be ready to fight. I don't know if I like this. But even without her powers, this scheming power of hers is really strong, because
Yeah.
for the next day, she makes sure she parades around her injuries and lets the sentries see that Tamlin hurt her. And she forgave Tamlin, but
Yeah.
she's healing still from Tamlin, who hurt her. And now everyone knows that Tamlin is mean and he hurts Jesus.
Not only Jesus, but his supposed wife.
Yeah.
Right.
She takes a ride through the grounds. She spills distrust and disgust.
Right.
Nice. I like it.
Very good, very good.
Spitting rhymes.
And at the same time, she's like trying to play the role of the nice friend and the forgiving girlfriend, I guess. And they even invite Ianthe, who comes around, and then she has a heart-to-heart with Ianthe, who she tells, it's not Tamlin's fault. It's okay. I get it. I forgive him. And Ianthe's like, oh, you're so strong. And it's just all a facade. It's hilarious, actually. No one is real. Everyone's just doing whatever they want. And then I guess the reason the book brings in Ianthe again is because then Ianthe can save the night. 'Cause-
Yeah.
There was a whole plot happening.
Right.
And like, it's like someone has a plan, but someone else knows the plan, and so
They're using the plan
Yeah.
against them.
and I was like, this whole time I was so confused, like, whose plan are we following right
Yeah.
now? Like, it starts as like Feyre's plan, because she's like, oh, we're so lucky, these powerful people are guarding this court, and you're like, okay, okay, and she's saying it, she's like, how does no one see through my words? This is so blatant.
Yeah, I think your confusion stems from the fact that Fae'd just doesn't really talk to us anymore.
She's changed.
In this book, I think Sarah J. Maas really tries to be clever and to surprise us. And thus Fae'd withholds a lot of information because there are multiple instances of her being like, haha, 2 nights ago I did this and this, so now this and this can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I don't know if I like it in this situation, because the whole thing is like Ianthe saves the night by telling them, oh, I had a vision sent by the cauldron that tonight the Naga will attack, and then the Naga actually attack, and Tamlin is able to fight them off.
And the Naga have a key to the house.
Right. I
The
was
one,
like,
the
what?
one that went missing.
Yeah.
Right, what? Why do they have the key?
Yeah, and I mean, we had the theory that Feyre maybe stole it, and I was
Yes.
like, did she give it to them? Did she want them to attack? But the why, that doesn't make sense. And
And then we find out the next day that the Naga have the key because Ianthe took it and gave it to them. Like, how did that play out?
on the night of the ritual, where Feyre, like, took her place of power, kind of.
That makes the Naga seem so much less like creatures and more just like evil people.
Yes.
Because the way it had to play out was like Ianthe grabs the keys, walks into the Naga headquarters and is like, I have a bargain to strike with you. I give you the keys and then you attack. Ha 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 ha.
I mean, I can still see them as beings, like amorphous beings or something, striking a deal, because that's kind of also what happens with the Suriel. You can kind of search them out and
Yep. But I
interact with them.
think the difference is the Suriel has language. It talks and the Naga don't.
Well, we haven't really met them talking, right?
They did not talk to us.
What I find confusing is that he gives them a key. Like, I do not imagine them as these physical people who go like, oh, a door is keeping me out. Snack!
They can use a key. They are like octopuses because they can use tools and they are smart.
Okay, perfect.
Sure.
So, and I guess Feyre only thought that Ianthe did it. Like, she knew the key was missing and she guessed it was Ianthe because she was...
No, she knew. I think she says it somewhere. I don't know exactly where in the chapter. But as I remember it, she says after the ritual, she was like, I was sure Ianthe would retaliate. So I followed her and I saw her
Oh, okay.
snatching that key.
Okay. Yeah, someone
Okay.
else also saw her. A sentry who is now standing trial in quotation marks, I would say, because it's not a real trial, for losing the key in the first place. And Tamlin is just like, well, you were asleep on the post. You lost the key. You endangered all of us. You will have to endure 20 lashes to stand trial for your crimes. And 1 more lash to gain forgiveness from the cauldron.
That's such a fucking... I think this, like, Ianthe is declaring the grade of the punishment, like how many lashes he gets. And when she adds, like, and 1 for the cauldron's forgiveness, I was like, I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her right now. I will go into these pages and strangle her myself.
It's just so obnoxious. What has even happened?
Yeah. But then the next thing, when Lea just shows up and strangles the other, that really caught me
That
off
was
guard.
awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
Didn't see that
unfortunately,
happen.
that doesn't actually happen. But someone else steps up. At
Who
least
is it?
tries.
Of course, it's Feyre. Who is again setting her game pieces in motion. I like how well her plans are working.
Yeah.
Because she's like, no, Tamlin, hear him out. He's one of your loyal sentries. And then the book again reminds us that Tamlin's sentries used to willingly die for him on the side of the mortal lands to like get rid of the curse. They died for Tamlin.
And they did it willingly. Like,
Yes.
they said, I want to go out for you, my king.
They are really loyal. And now Tamlin, being faced with one sentry who did one mistake, sides not with the sentry, but with Ianthe.
And when did this change? Since the highborn monsters were here. Before then, everything was great.
Everything was great. So yeah, now she's not only pitting Lucian against Tamlin, which she did in the last chapters, she's also pitting his sentries against him and Ianthe. And this is like, they are basically the foundation of his court. They're his swords. He needs his people. And they're losing faith in him because he sides with Ianthe, his friend, over them, his sentries.
Yeah.
The point is that Tamlin doesn't want to appear weak in front of the guests, the Highburn guests. And so he's like, I can't show forgiveness. Whereas Feyre is like, presents herself as the savior again.
Yeah. I just want to read the quote the book gives us when Tamlin is whipping the sentry. It says, Tamlin's eyes were on us, on the hand Lucian put on my arm to steady me as he drew back the whip. The thunderous crack as it cleaved the air snapped through the barracks, the estate, through the very foundation of the court. Because it's just like, Tamlin is going down.
Yeah, he is breaking his own... Like, Feyre is doing what she intended. She is breaking this court from the inside.
Yeah.
She is making Tamlin do it.
And I really like this, because I said last book that I don't want Tamlin to just be an evil villain. I would like him to have a deeper and maybe more meaningful story. And I think this is totally giving me this, because while Feyre is manipulating him, she is not forcing him to do anything he has not inside of him. Like, she does not mind control him. She's just doing stuff to push him to the edge, and then he does his own things because he has weak morals and he lacks the qualities to hold his court together through crisis.
Yeah.
And this is something she just proves and doesn't make him do it. And I think this is really good.
This is a natural progression for Springcourt, and I think this would have happened at some point in the next few hundred years, and she just speedruns it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean... When she leaves the chamber where Tamlin exploded, I wrote down in my notes, like, she's exposing him. And it's like, is this fitting? But now that we talk about it, yeah, she is exposing, she's revealing what kind of a person he is.
Yes.
Because he had the chance to be like, Ianthe, calm down, I will hear him out as well.
Yeah.
But instead he's like, no, traditions, I must seem strong, and I can't control myself.
Yeah, he might not be a bad person per se, but he's a bad leader, and he's overwhelmed, and he does not know how to deal with it.
Yeah. He has the emotional capacity of a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this 4-year-old is in charge.
Yeah.
He's not a perfect person.
Okay.
Are you ready to move on to chapter 9?
Yes, please.
But I guess luckily for Tamlin, Springcourt does not break apart yet. And everything seems to be okay. Like, the sentries are really angry and distance themselves from him. And Feyre tries to, like, show her loyalty to them, while Ianthe stays and tries to, like, establish her place next to Tamlin, not in, like, a romantic way, but just like, oh, he's my friend and he believes me, and I'm important for this court.
Yeah, Feyre's like, I'm the one who's caring for the wounded. I'm the one who's caring for you guys. Not your lord. I am the one for you.
She's really obvious. But I guess they also just see her as like this naive, nice person who sacrificed so much of herself for the one she loved. They just see her as a good person. They see her as a saint.
Yeah.
And this is saintly behavior. So we know she doesn't mean it. Like, maybe she means it a bit, but she doesn't mean it as much as she uses it.
Yeah. But I agree. Like, now that we actually know her plan, now that she's laid it out for us, it's like comically obvious what she does.
But they don't know the plan.
But we do.
Because we're smart.
Yes.
Bronn and Hart escort her personally. They're still her boys.
Yeah. They're now fully committed to Feyre.
But I also like a quote here. Then they spoke the words I'd been waiting for. They were sorry they hadn't stopped any of it. So they would have been, they're sorry they did not rebel against their lord.
Yeah.
Juicy.
Comes a bit late, but this is what we need now.
Yeah. And then follows another quote. Should I read it again?
The weird one?
The weird one, yeah. And it fits perfectly to that. Like it's a natural progression, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word. But it's a progression to there. She's like, they're sorry they didn't stick up for me. if I had asked them, they would have handed me their own knives to slit their throat. That's a good description to describe them as loyal to you? Question mark?
Are you a ghost?
No, I'm just...
confused.
Yeah.
It's a bit intense.
Yeah, but it's like, it's Lady Death intense. Like, it's cool intense.
Yes.
Foreshadowing, maybe.
She's almost like building her own cult a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she's more like a sect leader. Because
Right.
she's like, they would kill themselves for me.
Cool. I just think maybe the reflection is missing a bit. Like Fae'd is very like, oh, this is great, and they believe me, and they're loyal to me, and everything is working out so well. And at no point is she like, well, but they shouldn't. They followed Tamlin blindly, and now they're following me blindly.
But I mean...
This is what she wants.
Yeah, I think she has no reason to reflect upon it because that's the goal. She wants them to revolt for her, as we learn later, without her even being there.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
because her plans are working out so well, I was really excited when she said, I packed my own bags that night because they all planned to go to the wall. And for her to be like, I'm packing my stuff, just 100% meant I am going away. I'm going back home
Yeah.
to Night Court. And I was really excited. And then I remembered every time we know about a plan, the plan does not work out. And then I was scared.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
And we'll see about that.
But it promises to be a different journey than the others because Ianthe and Tamlin are joining.
Right.
So,
And this is where I need your help. I wrote down the whole gang is coming, and I thought we have the Wang.
Yeah.
The wing gang from Night Court. What should we call them?
maybe the Clang because of the Claw Gang.
Yeah.
Claw gang.
I
Because
had,
Tamlin and his claws.
Oh.
yeah, I had two suggestions. Maybe the Sang, because it's the Spring Gang.
Can
I
we
don't
just
like
call
it.
them the Wacks? Because they're
What's
so
that?
whack.
I don't like that.
I thought maybe the Pang, because they're the pathetic gang.
But let's be honest, I don't think a lot of them are pathetic. I think Tamlin is the only one who's pathetic.
Ianthe is a bit.
They all
Yeah,
follow
true.
Tamlin, so...
But
But they don't follow, like Jurian does not follow Tamlin.
Yeah,
and
Jurian-
the Highburn twins also don't follow
the
Tamlin.
Highburn twins are something else than pathetic. They're scary and
Weird.
kind of, but weird in a like oof way,
Yeah.
but not in a pathetic way. And then Jurian is there. He's kind of cool almost. I don't know. I kind of found a spark for Jurian there. I don't know where this is leading. I'm not sure. I don't know if this that's okay.
Maybe it's the Ang, the ambiguous gang.
No, it reminds me of Avatar.
Yeah.
The
Maybe
Boomer-
we don't need to give them a gang name because I hope we won't
Okay.
stick around with them.
Maybe
too
they
much.
are the ES, the evil squad.
Evil squad. But Fae'd isn't evil yet.
You sure? The DS, the Death Squad.
The death.
Also
Sounds too
known as
cool
the
for
Dumb
them.
Squad.
The dummies.
The dummies.
the
I mean,
dummies.
the pawns.
Ooh, the pawns
Okay.
and the queen.
The pawns. Perfect.
I like the pawns. But kind of the pawns are without her.
But before the pawns set off for the war,
Feyre and the pawns.
someone else is also packing her bags. And it's Alice.
Oh my god.
But she's not joining them. She's leaving for summer court.
I really love this whole conversation.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's just, I like seeing that Feyre has someone who is not an ally to her because Feyre manipulated her to being an ally, which, Lucian wants to be her friend, but she's also using Lucian.
Yeah.
And the sentries, she's making them follow her. But Alice, she just understood that Feyre was in a very bad situation. And she just wants good for her, I think. And I like it.
And as a result of that, Alice knows the truth and still supports her.
Right.
Yeah.
She's the only one who knows.
Yeah.
For sure, maybe. Like, Feyre never said so. But, she hinted at it. And I think this is a good... Like, it's a promising outlook for Summer Court. Because we cannot forget, like, we all love Tarkin. But we also know that Feyre is, like, a wanted criminal in Summer Court because she
Yeah.
stole the book. And now Alice says you will always have one friend in Summer Court. And this just has to come up again.
Yeah, I see the alliance on the horizon.
Yeah.
And I think this also implies Like, we don't know the official standing of the other courts towards Hybern, but I think the fact that Alice is fleeing Spring Court to Summer Court means that they are not working with Hybern. So that makes them potential allies to Night Court in the future.
I was just thinking maybe this is set up for another infiltration mission, because like we have learned that the servants in Summer Court are like completely unseen. So maybe they have their own corridors, their own walkways and stairwells and stuff. And so if she knows Alice, Alice can let her into these servants' quarters, and then she can move undetected through that court.
Nice.
Maybe this will be how she talks to Tarkin again. Like she plays to be his servant and then gets close to him.
Nice.
Nice.
I miss him. I miss Tarkin. I miss all of them. Rysand, Ezra,
Yeah, I want cool
Cassian.
characters again. Like, I think the characters here are actually interesting and good, like well written.
But they're just the pawns.
Yeah, it's just like they're getting on my nerves a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's easy to relate to Fae'ra because I like what is happening and I like the story it's moving towards. But I just want to have friends around me again.
Yeah.
I feel lonely.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, before we go to the wall, I want to have a discussion with you.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Because I'm currently looking at my bingo sheet.
Oh,
The bingo.
That you can look at our socials at Getting Fae'd Pod everywhere.
You can play with us.
And one thing on our bingo sheet is Ianthe becomes an unexpected ally. Does Ianthe being a pawn, an important pawn in Faera's plan, maybe count as her being an ally to her in the sense that the actions of Ianthe propel Faera's plan forward?
no.
Or does allyship have to include intent?
I do think it does have to include intent.
Yeah.
Because I like a reluctant...
But later, they both sleep in a tent. So it's intent.
Okay, yeah, you can cross it off.
I should
but I
become a
do
lawyer.
think like an unexpected ally speaks more of like we do not expect them to be allies, but an allyship or an alliance implies we are both working together, probably
And
reluctantly.
we know it.
Yeah.
Because Ianthe doesn't know she's working for Fae'ra.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would disagree.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No crossing off there. And no cheating, you listeners. We will know.
No cheating. You already hinted at Fae'ra and Ianthe sharing a tent.
Yeah.
And
That's intense.
that was a very intense, yes. And strange, but also cool scene, I guess. Because Fae'ra is getting so open with her threats. Because she is so close to fulfilling her goal and she knows she will be off soon. And this whole scene with her just grabbing a knife and Ianthe waking up to Fae'ra grabbing a knife and Fae'ra being like, well, you should always keep an eye on your enemies. It's just wild. Fae'ra.
Yeah.
Fae'ra.
Fae'ra in this scene, I mean, first it's funny. Like when Ianthe sleeps there, Faera's like, lying beside Ianthe without slitting her throat was an exercise in patience and control. like that's funny evil Fae'ra.
Yeah.
But then she's like, I weighed the knife in my hand. I wasn't sure if I was born with the ability to forgive.
That was wild.
Honestly, I was not sure she wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I thought maybe she's gonna kill her and then be like, I don't know, B&D did it or someone else did it or I did it. Let's go. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect.
Especially because that scene starts with her like, nah. I mean, I want to, but I shouldn't. I'm thinking of my friends. I need to, like, pull through with this plan. And then she has this knife in hand, and she's like, but I so want to do it. I fully expected her to do it. And then she could just leave.
Yeah.
Honestly, just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, I don't know if she would have done it if Ianthe wouldn't have woken up.
Maybe.
We don't know, but she does.
Lucky for Ianthe.
Yeah. Everyone's a bit
On edge.
wound tight. Jesus, yes. But Fae'ra does not kill Ianthe and run off. But because she is so pushy, she gets a few more information out of the Highborn twins. And I just wrote them down in like 3 bullet points. And my first is that we find out that they want to use the cauldron to, in quotation marks, remake worlds, because that's its power. Worlds plural.
Oh.
And I just wondered, as we know, Sarah J. Maas has this whole multi-universe.
I think it's called the Marsverse.
Yeah, Marsverse. So is this hinting at this? Like, do they know they exist in a world that's bigger than just them?
Well, I was thinking about like the Bone Carver and Amran because they are from different worlds. So we know there are beings there from different worlds and they desperately want to come back. So the question is the people in the prison. Would they ally with Highburn if he ever got the chance to get in there?
Maybe.
But good pickup.
Yeah.
Then the second one is just that they have a huge-ass army of like 200,000 people strong.
I love how Feyre finds that out. She's like, your 10,000 men won't be enough. And then the twins are like, we have so many more men. And Feyre's like, mental note. A lot of men.
I tried to find some context on how many people 200,000 actually are in terms of like historical armies. And I found out 200,000 people. That's twice as many as Attila the Hun had.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a lot.
But the largest like historical army was from the Qin dynasty in China, like the 3rd century BC. And that was 1 million men.
Wow, that's a lot.
But I think this is like from a 2-minute Google search. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Please feel free to reach out and correct me. But I think for like medieval Europe standards, like if you had 15,000 people, your army was like loaded. So like 200,000 men, that's like men or women, maybe both. That's a lot.
I mean, probably China has the ability to have a big army is because they're a large country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they have a lot of subjects that they can enlist. And
but Highburn is like small.
Yes, but
that's
they
what I mean. Like, yes.
But they mentioned the army consists of like 200,000 people if you count their allies. And then they name off their allies in Valahan, which we knew. Like that Valahan is a place. And I always assumed Valahan would be a place that allied with Highburn because it just... Ianthe used to live there. Her family is there. I don't know.
And that's where she got like enthralled with Highburn, right?
Right. And then they also mention Montessor, which we didn't know of before. And Rask, which we also didn't know of before. And it's also not on the map. But I feel like Montessor just sounds European. And I gave it a quick Google search. And all that came up was like a handbag brand. But like the tagline is European bags. So it just feels European. Yeah, it just sounds like a mashup of Italian, Spanish, and French, I guess.
Yeah.
Like it just sounds Mediterranean.
And then Rask.
I guess. Rask just sounds Russian.
Yeah.
It's just Russia.
Yeah.
So Valahan in the north, Montessor is like the European thing, and then Rask is Russia. They
Probably
have like
in the east.
the whole world. Everyone is allied with them.
Yeah.
Ooh, not good.
Mother save us.
Oh boy. And then the last thing I think is like the biggest new information because they tell us these holes they're inspecting in the wall only exist because someone with great power walked through the wall and was able to like destroy this little part. And they want to use the cauldron's power to mimic this power.
To make a big hole, basically.
Yeah, to make like a very big hole and in the end destroy the wall.
But I found it interesting. It's not only a person. It could also be like an object of big power. So if you were just a regular guy with like a powerful ass sword.
Yeah, something of big power. What was it? When was it? Who was it? Where was it? Where we know.
Must be Mahagni. She just walked near the border and the border went like, oh.
Can't take this much power.
Yeah.
Can't take this much slay.
She's so amazing.
Yeah.
Call me.
But do you think this is like something the cauldron often does? Like, is this the cauldron's power to mimic and amplify?
My
Maybe.
first instinct is to say no, because the cauldron creates. It doesn't mimic. But maybe the cauldron is late in its career and it's like kind of stuck on new ideas and then it mimics.
But you know, I think in the Bible, I'm not very well versed in the Bible, I'd say. But I think, don't like Christians sometimes say like, God made the humans in his like. So maybe the God that created everything by using the cauldron used this godly thing to like then make stuff. I don't know.
What?
I think I see what you mean,
Like
but
me-
I think the comparison is lacking in the fact that it says that every human has something godly about them, and not that God is like every human.
Yeah, but
Yeah, and
What?
so I don't know where I was going. I was about to talk about the cauldron, but
What?
so that would mean that every object has something of the cauldron in them, and not the cauldron adapting to every object. And so the cauldron would not be imitating.
I mean, everything comes from the cauldron.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But I think the cauldron wouldn't even need to imitate, because a powerful object makes big hole. Cauldron, most powerful object, makes most big hole. That's my interpretation.
But then they wouldn't search for the holes, so the cauldron can mimic them.
Yeah. Maybe I still think they're looking for the hole that the cauldron fits in.
You know, this is why I thought maybe this is actually the cauldron's thing, because they apparently need something the cauldron can use to destroy the wall. And then he says you need to have like a strong will to become Fae when dipped in the cauldron. So maybe the cauldron uses this force inside of you to then create this Fae-ness, I guess.
Uh-huh.
This is why Nesta has now a very long finger.
Fingy.
But yeah, maybe we're talking way too much about this. We now know they need to put the cauldron into the hole. So
More like
I mean,
cauldron.
what they're all also expecting is like the position of the holes. So it's like near the coast, or near the other coast, or near the
Somewhere.
surprise.
Yeah.
And then I think Feyre is asking about like, do you expect me to host this fucking army because I'm the woman of the house? And they're like, no, we will have taken care of Prithian by then. It's like, do they just threaten her with, we will overtake you?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Which is like, when we supposed to be allies and not subjects?
I don't know.
There's a bit of tension between them.
A bit.
Yeah. I think they argue a bit. And that's where the best quote ever happens.
This whole book series.
Yeah, nothing can top it.
Because B&D kind of talked down to Feyre. And at one point Feyre's like, yeah, but this mortal mind solved Amarantha's riddle.
Yeah.
So did this one, thanks.
Yeah, me too.
It took you literal months to solve the easiest riddle in the world.
It's not the brag you think it is.
No, Farah, you shouldn't talk about this ever again.
I managed to solve this children's Sudoku.
I'm so smart.
I should be the ruler of the world.
Lea, I will sign the petition for you to be the ruler of
I
the world.
don't want to be. I don't want it.
You're like, damn it.
That was a Jon Snow quote. I
Jon
forbid
Snow
this
is like
comparison.
Tamlin.
I also
Also
forbid
blonde.
that comparison.
Okay.
Oh, Farah. But now she has everything she needs. She
Let's go
also
home.
played the Highburn twins. They gave her everything she needed to
It's
know.
night court time.
I so want to go home, and so does Farah.
Yeah.
Tamlin and Jurian are gone. They're hunting because they're
They're mad.
They don't want to eat sandwiches. I had numbers. I had a purpose. I had a specific location and the names of foreign territories.
She has everything. Very good. And now she sets off, but she does not fulfill her plan. Oh, side note, she steals Tamlin's knives.
That's. I was just
Alright.
like, nice.
Iconic.
She's like, I mean, she doesn't think that, but in my mind, she's thinking that those are Illyrian knives. They're coming home with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
But, guys,
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
Plans are crossed.
But she's going
I'm
home.
good sad, but also sad. And the reason she's not going home yet is Lucian.
Fuck off, Lucian.
And it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, actually it is.
Because
Yeah.
I love her internal conflict when she hears Ianthe having Lucian fucking shackled with magic numbing shackles to a tree.
That was wild.
And he's just like, back off. This is all he gives her. He's just like, no, don't touch me. And she... I'm so angry. And she just wants to go home. Feyre wants to go home, but she also cares for Lucian, and I love it. I need it so much. Like, their friendship is not just a ruse. I was so happy,
Yeah.
but I was so
Yeah.
sad and so angry.
Yeah, I really like the progression of it because we do hear his voice. And then she says like, oh, it's Ianthe. And I was just like,
dare this book make us feel things?
I was just like, oh well, Ianthe's dead. I was just like, oh well, that's it.
Do not touch Lucian.
And then she's like, I will keep going. I will keep going. I was just like, never.
No.
She would never ever keep going. And she doesn't.
She doesn't.
She stops and goes to Lucian. And this whole thing is wild.
But these are shackles only the King of Highburn had so far. Was Ianthe like, Highburn, for my sexual shenanigans? I need those shackles?
Maybe she stole them from B&D. Or,
I hope so.
I don't know.
Because, I don't know, I feel like the King of Highburn has more integrity than that. And he has low integrity.
Yeah.
But the scene that follows is wild.
It's pretty sick.
You mean Feyre's reaction?
Yeah.
Feyre's punishment
Yeah.
of Ianthe.
She's fucking mind controlling her. Guys, she's...
That's what I mean. She's demartying a lot.
She is.
Yeah.
And, you know, the way she tells her to, like, smash your hand and then now kneel down and don't ever say this again and forget about it. And you can heal yourself, but you cannot heal the scars. It just reminded me so much of this pathetic scene in book 2 when Rysand was, like, breaking Kyr's arm, I think, because he insulted Feyre. And then he was like, you can heal yourself, but not quickly.
Yeah.
And we all joked about it, but it just... You know, it's so similar that it just feels like Feyre is reproducing what she has seen Rysand do.
But for Rysand, it's this evil persona
Yes.
that he himself doesn't really like, but Feyre just kind of adapts that. And like Ianthe, she deserves what is happening to her. But like, Feyre does it with such an intensity.
And she does it with kind of, like, I feel like Feyre enjoys it.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's like, I see your filthy thoughts. You will.
Yeah.
Let's say it. She makes Ianthe smash her hand in.
Yeah, the hand she was
Again and
about to
again.
touch Lucian with.
Yeah.
And like, I think that's just the problem with evil people. That maybe in the beginning we might think, yeah, this is justified. Ianthe is evil, Feyre is punishing her, but like, what if she doesn't stop?
Yep.
If she starts doing this in the future to less evil people, and then it just gets kind of out of control. This is I'm scabby. I'm scared and happy because I'm scared that this will happen, but it would make me happy because it would be a good plot.
But as we all know, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So now she gets a taste of what she can do.
She has a vigilante problem, I think. Yeah. It's cool, but it's creepy. And, you know, as you said, she deserves it. But the way I think Rysand has said time and time again that he does not like this person he becomes when he has to act evil and cruel. And Feyre here, she likes it.
But I mean, I don't think this is where it's going, but it would be kind of funny. Like, Rysand's like, I don't like to be this evil. And she's like, hey, honey, we're matching so good. I will just take these chores you don't like. I will be your punisher.
The Punisher.
Lady Death.
She's the Frank Castle to Rysand's Matt Murdock.
Nice.
Let's be honest, Rysand is not as cool as Matt Murdock.
No
one
one is.
is.
But what, like, the way Feyre leaves Ianthe is like, kneel until someone finds you.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa. Sick.
It's so wild. This alone would have been a very cool ending. But then she like looks at Lucian, who's just shocked. And then she's like, the word you're looking for is Demarty. Yes, I am fucking cool.
That's not Feyre who says that.
Really?
Nope. Did you not? Meike, that's the whole important ending of the chapter.
Is it the twins who say it?
Yes. A
Really?
deceptively light female voice.
Oh, I was so sure Feyre said it. Because she's so corrupted by her powers that she's so...
I think it's the twins, yeah.
Yeah, I always forget who the woman is. It's Brenna, right?
Brenna.
I'm kind of sad it's not Feyre.
Your headcanon can be
I want it
Feyre.
to be Feyre. Oh,
It
I'm
would
kinda-
be sick if
I'm
she's
really
like, oh,
sad
Lucian,
now.
you idiot. I'm a Demarty.
Yeah, that's what I thought happened. I'm very sorry now.
I think what happened is that D&B just watched for
The
like
whole
5
thing.
minutes.
Yeah, they saw it all.
Then they waited for the best line to have an entrance.
Let's be honest, they probably watched before. The way they're sick like that.
Maybe they gave Ianthe the shackles just because they knew what she would do with them.
Probably.
I hate them. I don't want them to have cool sentences. Maybe that's why my mind was like, no, Feyre said it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how the chapter ends. Feyre has found herself in trouble land.
As we have discussed, she is now probably depleted of power. But I do like, because she exerted so much power.
Yeah, she describes the winnowing to the wall exhausted her. She always says Dame Marty should gives her a throbbing headache.
And her power hasn't worked as it used to because of the wall.
Yeah. So now we have an exhausted Feyre, a Lucian, but he doesn't really count. he kind of counts. And we have B and D who are... Do you think it will be a fight?
Maybe it will be a Dame Marty match. Like, just mind attack and mind attack.
I mean...
Yeah, but Feyre is so exhausted.
We did hear... It's still... Chekhov's mind control still has to happen. Because if she is not in her full power and she attacks a powerful Dame Marty, they could control her.
Yeah, she might get trapped. And
That would be
then
cool.
Tamlin joins the Dame Marty match.
I do not want Tamlin to rescue Feyre.
No.
I honestly just want Feyre and Lucian to run off together and
That would be the best.
Yeah.
recover at this forest house, and then...
I mean, maybe that was just the excuse so Lucian would flee with her.
I mean, now Lucian has to switch sides, right? Maybe just to make sure... Like, his problem still isn't with Tamlin, maybe? Because Tamlin didn't do what Ianthe did. But maybe he now has, like, a really good reason to make sure Feyre is away on a cave.
But it is, again, a promising ending.
Good chapters. Like, chapter 8 was alright. But chapter 9...
This is dope.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe, just maybe, we are at the conclusion of this first part. Maybe they will flee, or, maybe a cliffhanger, and then it might switch to Resend.
I do think if she got trapped, like, I don't think the Highborn Royals would attack to kill her, because the king needs her or wants her. So either they threaten her with, like, we will tell Tamlin, or they will just tell Tamlin, I don't know. But they do want revenge, so I can see a Dame Marty battle happening. And then if they control her, that would be sick. And then if they control her, they can make her do whatever the King of Highborn wants, so it's like 2 birds with 1 stone, I guess. And so if she's trapped, she doesn't have no agency left, so like POV chapters would be hard. So maybe that's the reason to switch to Resend.
I'm honestly a bit scared that we won't get any switches.
Yeah, same.
I feel like we're 9 chapters in, and that is not so much, but I feel like
I'm
you
confident.
establish something like this maybe early on, maybe not, I don't know.
The prologue, that was
Right.
Resend. I'm still confident.
Right.
But also maybe it's just like the parts. The book does have parts, titled parts. So maybe they are in different perspectives. Because it did say Feyre at the beginning of the part. Because otherwise it could have just said Rysand at the beginning and then just moved on. And just be Feyre.
Well, I guess it would have to establish that I is not Rysand anymore, but Feyre.
Would it though? Because it's the prologue, it's something different.
I don't know.
Guys, I think there's just one way to find out.
What? Google it.
Yeah.
Dear Google, please summarize all of book 3.
No.
No, dear Getting Fae'd, please come back in 2 weeks' time
Yes.
and summarize chapters 10 and 11.
Yes.
And yes, we will come back. Master Lea will provide.
Yes, I will. Stay juicy.
Moaning Meike will probably not moan, but you can still join in.
Thank you.
Meike
And maybe-
moans, not moaning Meike.
And maybe Lukas will not be as
Lucky
tired.
Lukas.
Lucky Luke.
Will not be as tired in the next episode.
Oh, I doubt it.
We will see. Probably he will be just as tired as now. So now, does any one of you beautiful people have a recommendation for me? In Recommendation Corner. That's our new jingle.
Okay. Yeah, I recommend having 2 thumbs. On each hand, one.
I
No,
did it!
I'm just kidding. I have an actual recommendation that does not have anything to do with my broken thumb. Just having to
Yeah.
milk it again. Because it probably won't be broken in 2 weeks' time. And then maybe, I hope.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I have a great recommendation. I just did it today. And this is also when I thought of my recommendation, let's be honest. But my recommendation is live televised sport events that you are not particularly into. It might sound strange, but just tune into a sports event you're like vaguely interested to. I don't care in which direction. You might like the way the people look. You might like, I don't know, the music. Like in ice dancing, they have music. Or whatever. And then you just watch 10 minutes of it, and then you get interested. And then you try to find out about the rules. And then you watch the whole game. And just for these 2 hours, 3 hours, you pretend to be a fan. You don't even have to tune in for the next game. But it's fun. It's really fun to just sit down and be like, yeah, I choose the person wearing purple. They're my favorite. They will win the game. And then you root for the person in purple. And you hate the person in, I don't know, red.
I also feel like depending on the way the commentator like maybe points out the rules or not.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you turn into an expert very fast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
It really is. Like I watched Wimbledon. The
Nice.
women's semi-final today. Like I sometimes watch tennis. I think tennis is a fun sport, and sometimes I like watch tennis matches, but I do not follow like tournaments really. But it was really fun, really fun, really fun.
Did you see pretty people in the audience?
Yeah, Cynthia Erivo was there
Nice.
with her long nails. Anyone else? I don't know.
I didn't recognize any one of
I
them.
feel like the A-list celebrities only show up for like the men's finale or something
Because
like it.
I saw pictures on the World Wide Web where Andrew Garfield was helping Tom Hiddleston like climb down some seats and sit next to him.
Oh, the cuties.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Very beautiful.
Just Brits being Brits.
That was a nice recommendation. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thumbs up.
So my recommendation, I don't think it's something you can do just easily or willy-nilly. And I do think sometimes it might depend on like the resources you have access to. But I did it for the first time this weekend. It was amazing. Because I went to a big fan event and I saw lots of cosplayers like for the first time. And like in the beginning, before my other friends arrived, I was like alone there and I was like, okay, this is kind of scary. I don't know any of these people. But I feel like this is like kind of common on fan events, like on cons or something, like to trade trinkets and stuff. And it's like, if you also bring trinkets or something, it's like a good way to like get to talking to people. And obviously you have something in common because you're all there for the same fan stuff. I was just so happy and on cloud 9 the whole time. So if you have the possibility to attend a fan event of something you are a fan of, then that's very cool. And maybe you're scared, so you should go. That's what I recommend.
Woo.
Happy.
Very nice.
Nice. Can you share where you were?
Yeah, I was at the Critical Role live show in Berlin. In Berlin. Yeah, I saw the memes that Germans, apparently when they speak English, they say Berlin instead of Berlin. But I don't know if we do. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Berlin. But it's Berlin.
Berlin.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I just say Berlin because I heard it so many times.
But why would you say Berlin? It's
I don't know.
Berlin in
yeah,
German.
that's why they were confused. It doesn't make sense, but apparently it happens. That's not the point. I was at the Critical Role live show. Critical Role! It was so great! And I got some dice and a little cute bracelet by some cosplayers. Shout out. I got to make a photo with a cosplayer of the Blumen Trio. I'm in love.
And that D20 that cosplayer gave you did wonders in our last D&D session.
Yeah.
Right.
Amazing die.
I just finished season 4 of Vox Machina. And
The Legend of Vox Machina.
The Legend of Vox Machina.
Vox Machina is the campaign. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
To be
and I'm
specific.
broken.
Yeah, it's very good. Did you bring a recommendation, Luki?
Yes.
Yay!
Cool.
But I kind of feel bad about it.
Why?
Because I so often bring recommendations that I only know because Meike recommended them to me at one
That's
point.
okay.
And Meike and I, we had a blast these past few weeks watching Daredevil. And it's as simple as that. I am a Marvel skeptic, but like Charlie Cox, Netflix, Daredevil, it's amazing.
It's so good.
It's just a good series. Season 3 is great.
Brilliant.
Watch it.
It slaps so hard.
That's it, yeah.
And if you're afraid, because it's like still like an old format series, that it's like Monster of the Week or Villain of the Week or something, it's not. Like, it's an overarching story, and it's just like the fist fight of the week, which is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch Daredevil.
Yeah. And while you're at it, also watch our reels and outtakes and highlights on social media.
At Getting Fae'd Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And also tell a friend. Recommend this episode because I know you like it.
And with that, we will see you next time when we are
Getting
Fae'd.